Welcome to Lucky Girl Tarot. This is the Thursday edition of your outlook for the week. This is all astro signs. Right now I have a pendulum. I'm going to ask which elements may need to use caution. Okay, that is kind of an important one because we are in times of stretching our budget in a lot of places. So let me ask about the fire signs. Should they use caution for this week? Okay, we have no, but I want to reiterate something. Do not hang your hat on everything from my channel or any answer, any reader, okay? So even though it says no, please be intrepid about all decisions you make, especially if you live from check to check or there's some uncertainty. For somebody who is doing well, I would use, say, a modicum of, say, not being impulsive, let's say, not just saying, like, let's being reckless and throwing caution to the wind. So just be cautious no matter what, okay? These are changing times right now. So it doesn't look like it's something that I would be concerned about because you have a no, you don't have to be, okay? So fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sag. Placements, I would say, I would judge would be most prominent for this information would be Venus, part of fortune, and Jupiter. Okay, so for the next group, the elements, this is about caution, using caution. The next group is, I think, Earth. Do Earth signs need to use caution for the week? Okay, again, no. So it's the same preface I put out there. So just use your own discernment. There isn't anything that looks like it's coming up. Now, each individual sign I will look at. Right now I'm doing the branch of groups here. The groups, I should say. The next one would be air. Do any of the air signs for the next week need to use caution? Okay, air, you did get a yes. So, take that as you like. We're going to look at your signs, so we'll know a little better. You did get a yes on using caution. Water, for the next week, does the element of water need to use caution when it comes to their funds? You have a yes too. So both the water and the air signs have yes. Okay, we're going to get some answers that are further into each sign for each of you. But I don't know who's here, and I could have new people here. So if you are new, thank you for showing up and stopping by. And everyone who has been an OG, thank you so much as well. I appreciate you always. Please don't forget to like, share, and if you haven't subscribed, I would appreciate that so much. We're looking at them for Thursday. We're doing them in order. Okay, so we're going to do Aries to start with, and we're also going to pull number cards for you. They're the angel numbers, and that might help you with the week. So if you see that number, it might be speaking to you. So you might want to write it down, remember it or something. So for Aries, can we get a little bit of a prosperity, stability look for the next week? For Aries, whatever placements that they feel comfortable with, it doesn't have to necessarily be Jupiter and Venus. If you feel comfortable associating your other placements to Aries energy, that can signify. If you have a IC, I would say, okay, an IC is, if you know your chart astrology, that could denote stability, the roots, so the foundation in which you are living, where you are sitting, how you are feeling stable, like if you rent, if you own, you lease, what have you, where you live, how you live, if you're attached to other people. That IC is a significant, I think, thing that you might want to know, and that can give you a little stability clue too. So as far as astrology, you don't have to know astrology. If you do, it will help you, but it is up to you. Same goes for your part of fortune. That goes for all signs. Part of fortune indicates a little bit of when things start to when they trigger something in your chart. If it hits the part of fortune, it can either show where you're going to be paying out, or where you're going to be receiving great rewards, or the victories are showing for you, payouts, or somebody is giving you something maybe willed to you, or whatever it may be. That is something to look for if you also know your astrology chart. So for Aries, can we get some prosperity, stability information for this Thursday to the next week for Aries? All placements. Aries may be working at home. Okay, we have collaborating. You might be collaborating with somebody younger. This week, you could be collaborating with somebody younger when it comes to money. What is this Three of Pentacles? Page of Cups. Okay, so it could be a younger Scorpio. Somebody from your family, perhaps. So you could be doing some kind of investing or expenditure planning when it comes to money, and there is some younger individual from yourself involved. And so I think fire was one of them that we were told to not use caution, but you might be told to just temper things, Aries, because we have temperance here. So we also could have a Sagittarius in your world. Thank you to whomever has shown up and thumbed up. I appreciate it so much. Aries, this person may be somebody who you once were connected with romantically. We have the Nine of Cups in reverse, so for me, this is going to be past. I'm not going to read it any other way right now. Okay, so this week, I think you're going to have a new beginning when it comes to money, Aries. You have the Wheel of Fortune, and you had Sagittarius energy here, Temperance. So I think that what you're asked to do is just be careful. Don't be too reckless, but you're going to do fine. This week, it looks like a new beginning when money is where it is concerned. And let me roll some dice for you and see if we can get a little more on this Wheel of Fortune for Aries. Yeah. You're showing up, Aries, a Libra, and yeah, you're home, maybe a mother, maybe you are a mother. So when it comes to events like, say, your children or your mother, your home, you need to kind of reel it in, be careful, and be balanced. They're saying that you're going to do well. There's a new beginning. So there's something coming in for you. I think you're going to do well with money this week. So it does look like it's going to involve people, family related. It could be your children. It could be anyone. But I did kind of call the signs. I will roll one more time and give you a little more info for Aries. You have Capricorn. You have two Earth ones here. You have Capricorn and Taurus, and you have a Leo. You could have those in your chart. You could be dealing with the people. I have called these energies out for you. I'm going to get you a number card that you can use. It's an angel card. You can use to watch for during the week. Can I find out for Aries what will be the number for them for this week, please? Thank you. 77. Aries, your number this week will be 77. So keep that in. When you see it, it's speaking to you. Okay, so if you see 77 just pop out of nowhere, say you're looking at a price and you're thinking, do I or don't I? 77 may be playing a role for you when it comes to bargains or whatever. You know, it is about your prosperity and or your stability. I wish you the best, Aries. Have a wonderful week. Okay, so I'm going to get Taurus. Let me just get caught up here. I'm trying to make it into the stream with everyone. Not that we're all talking to each other, but I need to be in there too. Okay, so what I am going to do is do Taurus. So Taurus, happy birthday. If I haven't caught you before now, happy birthday. If you're a solar Taurus. Well, Ascendant Taurus might actually be able to celebrate that too. I mean, it's a renewal of the body, right? So, I mean, that might apply to both, I guess. Anyway, I am going to pull for you energy. We'll see where we get. And this is Thursday this week. This is in lieu of Thursday. This is Thursday, but Jupiter is Thursday. So we are looking at the beneficent basis of what Jupiter denotes. And this is for all placements if you should choose. And if you rewind and listen to my prequel kind of information there with Aries, same story. There are specific significantors in your chart that may be more pronounced when it comes to your stability or finances. So this is for any sign that you feel comfortable looking to for yourself. So if you identify strongly with Taurus, this is you. Okay, so what do we have for Taurus for this next week, please? You have the Magician. That's pretty nice. And the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, you're sitting sweet. And the World. Something very new is beginning. It could be part of your legacy. You have manifested something. So if you're waiting for something to come in, you know, like this is like some kind of work, or I would say it's family money. You could have a will. It doesn't necessarily mean so, but let me see. What's this? 10 of Pentacles, please. Could be the family business. There's justice. You're waiting for something to finish. You went to court. You're going to court. This is payout. This is you getting something going and or finished up that you started in court that's been tied up. So I would kind of feel that this could be something will related. It could be a house has been tied up. If you're a Taurus, that applies to. It could be the sale of a house. You're finally getting the rewards of something that has been tied up in some kind of a court system. That is what I see. This is really good for Taurus. I'm not going to read beyond that. So we're going to get you a number card. So you don't really need to I wouldn't say you need to be concerned. I think it's going to be a very stable, pretty lucrative week for you, Taurus. What number do we have for Taurus, please? You have 44. You are supported. 44 is a very structured number. So I hope you have a happy week, Taurus. Be well. Oh, wait, Taurus, I want to get you some energies you might want to look for, okay? I'll roll these a couple times and we'll see what you get for you before you're on your way. You have Sagittarius, Libra, and Leo. A lot of fire there. Okay, so that's creative energy. That's travel. You could be traveling. You're very balanced. That is going to be good to be balanced with whatever is coming through for you. You have Aries, Aquarius, and you have Pisces. So these are starting kind of energies and networking energies. So I'm kind of thinking that this is like a social group or something like this that you're going to be spending time around. Maybe your money is going to be invested around these people, or these people are going to be investing in you in some way. So where it comes to, you know, you might get word of mouth from somebody you like at school or something like this, and they tell you something, you trust their advice. And so this may happen with these energies here. That is what I'm seeing for you for this week. Okay, so then we have Gemini. You are next. And I have music really low, so hopefully it's not picking up. What do we have for Gemini? Thursday. For this Thursday, the week of this Thursday to next. What do we have for the finances and stability? The prosperity coming through. What do we have for Gemini? You have Ace of Cups, the Tower, Seven of Swords. So you're being very strategic because of some kind of change. Okay, so the Nine of Pentacles come out in reverse. So maybe you're not single. Maybe you fell in love with somebody and it shooken your world up, because this is kind of giving me you were solo dolo and now you're not, and your love life has affected your budget. And so you're being selective about what you tell this person who you are choosing to love. That there's major love here. So Gemini, it could be that you're having to be selective about telling them about money, be it a void, or, like say, this week it's going to be a tough week. Or maybe you don't want to spend, too much. Maybe you've already spent a lot and they don't know this. Let me find out more about the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, please. The Nine of Cups. Okay, yes. You might be ruling it in this week because you've already found somebody, and now that you've done the courting, maybe you're thinking more pragmatic. Like, okay, let's just take Netflix or whatever it is you do at home, right? Let's start spending a little time tightening the wallet a bit, because I'm getting that this is for the Gemini that is now in a relationship or just getting into one. This is not for just any. Okay, how would I see this if you weren't somebody in a relationship? Let me see. So that is going to apply to those that are in new relationships, or they are starting to get solidified in something very one-to-one, right? Something new. What about the ones that are single? Can you give me a little more info on that, please? Thank you. Two of Wands. What is the Two of Wands? Okay, the Geminis that are not interested or involved, okay, that are currently or not soon going to be, like in the next week, okay, so it's like only a week out. So that you would know right now, I'm sure. There's some kind of disappointment about something falling through, and I think it's on a house or a move. So you're watching for, say, the wheel to change. What is the wheel for the one? Okay, yeah, you're manifesting some kind of a wheel to come into your favor, a new change when it comes to money. So can I find out more about that wheel for the unattached Gemini, please? The World. Yeah, there is a new beginning coming. Can I find out more? Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, you're going to do fine. So whatever it is you're trying to invest in, you're going to do fine. This week is going to look good for you too, Gemini. Both of you. But I think that the ones that are connected in a relationship may be feeling that they have to pinch the purse strings or, what have you, a little more so than the ones that aren't. So you'll need to define which group you are, but that is what I'm seeing. And I'm going to get you a number. I'm going to roll the dice a couple times, give you some energies that you can look to. Okay, so you might be dealing with a Scorpio, a Cancer, an Aries, a Taurus, another Gemini, and or maybe a Pisces. And your number, what will the number be that we will have for the next week for the Geminis? Thank you. Number 18. Number 18 is your number. So that number might appear for you when it comes to dealing with money in the next week. That is for you, Gemini. Any placements? Okay, so the next sign would be Cancer. Can we get some info for Thursday? For this Thursday we're on now till the next, just 1 week out for Cancer. Do they look like they have anything coming in for prosperity? Prosperity, stability, what is happening in the picture for the next week for the Cancers? Any placements, please? Thank you. Well, it looks like you are Cancer. Any placements? Already decided on something. You're stuck on something. So you have the Six of Wands coming out, but you have the Lovers in reverse. Then you have the Four of Pentacles. So there is something that you're going to get your victory on when it comes to finances, but you're already, you've sealed the deal on this. This isn't something that can be negotiated. It is in the works, and you're stuck on it with the Four of Pentacles. And can I find out more? Yeah, you're doing well this week. King of Pentacles is clarifying your Four of Pentacles. So this is stability. Can I find out more about that King of Pentacles, please, for the Cancers? Nine of Cups, your wish fulfillment. This week, things, whatever it is you have your sights set on, they look like it's going to be good. Let's get a clarifier for the Nine of Cups. You got a Four of Cups, some kind of disappointment. I'm kind of wondering if it's just not as quick or enough. What is this Four of Cups, please? Ace of Cups. Okay, so that isn't related to love. This to finances, prosperity, stability. This is about love. Okay, so could be that Cancer is thinking about love more so than their prosperity and stability at this time. So maybe they are still waiting for love to come through. They want the whole, kit and caboodle, but I don't think that I think we're going to have to read that over at Cosmic, because I am going to kind of try to keep things more geared to stability over here, more so. So I just wanted Jill to know, though, that I see that it's coming in for you, Cancer. This love story, this love situation, yeah, I think you're disappointed this week, but it's still coming for you. So I will have to let you know more over at, the Knight of Wands. Be careful. The Knight of Wands could be somebody who's after something that, I'm not going to get too far into this. I'm just going to say, somebody that's deceptive. So if you do have somebody you're aware of now, just be cautious of that person. So this isn't supposed to be a love reading, but you're going to do well financially, and your stability is going to look good. Everything except for your love life at this time, this coming week. It's only a 7-day, outlook. So who's to say that, within 9 days, something doesn't change when it comes to LOVE, right? Okay, so let me get your number card and do a little bit of dice for you, Cancer. For Cancer, what energies are they dealing with when it comes to their stability this week? Gemini, Pisces, and Capricorn, your shadow self there, and Libra. Capricorn again, twice. So you have 3 Capricorns out of 6 roles, your shadow side. Needs, I would say, if you're not already working on it, this could be an indicator that you might want to. Libra is emphasizing that you need to be balanced. When the person you're wanting, that Ace of Cups that you're looking for, is going to come into your life. So if you don't have them now, getting that shadow side really looked at and really applying effort to healing the shadow side. I think that this is what this is saying. So it wasn't supposed to, I guess maybe Jupiter really wants to work with you because he's the one we're talking to today, and he wants you to be happy. So I think that's why that come out the way it did. But if nothing else, this is your MC. So your career life is centric to making your prosperity and your stability even stronger, because you have half of the role that I did. 3 out of 6 of the signs were Capricorn. Powerful. You are the goat. Okay, so yes, you are the crab, but you're also the goat. And let's get you a number. What is the number for the next week for the Cancers who are here listening for their finances and prosperity, I should say, and stability? I get tripped up on that word, finances. You have number 6. This is a Venus number. So the 6th of actually, this is only a week out, so we can't say the 6th of any. But there could be somebody who's born on the 6th that maybe somehow they blend with you and benefit with you when it comes to enriching your prosperity. So, like you could get gifted, and they're thinking about doing something for you. This week, though, is what we're looking at, and stability looks like it is definitely on your side. I don't see anything going on, like that you should be concerned about. That is what I'm seeing for Cancer. Any placements? Leo, any placements? Leo, any placements? What is this Thursday to next? What does it look like for stability and prosperity for the Leos? You're showing up with strength. Magician, 10 of Cups. The Moon in reverse, some kind of secret. King of Wands, about a fire sign. You're blocking somebody who's a fire sign. So somebody who is, and they would get in the way. Okay, if you are, Leo, blocking somebody who is trying to come at you for adult time, not a love situation, more adult time, I think that you're being blessed by some kind of money being held back and taking longer to get to you. So it's the Knight of Pentacles on the Ace of Wands. Can I find out more about this Knight of Pentacles, please? Yeah, Empress. I think that you are supposed to wait for it to reach you. Wait for it to reach you. What is this Knight of Pentacles? Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups is... Yeah, I think that what's happening this week is you're going to have to sit back and just wait for things to play out. Let's find out more about that, Empress, please, for the Leos. Yeah, I think you're going to be disappointed this week because I think your finances and or prosperity, something you're waiting on, or growth, when it comes to, it looks like it's there. It looks like it's plentiful. It looks like it's being held back by spirit because I think somebody is trying to possibly come in and it would just burn it all up. Like they would help you go through it too fast. Immature energy, lustful energy. So I think that you are going to find that this week might not be as plentiful as you want it to be, and it's going to leave you disappointed. But I think that it's to protect you against having that lost and have it burning up, like impulsivity or somebody tricking you and saying that, they need to get, this much from you or something. I don't know what, but everyone is different. But it looks like it might be a little longer than you anticipate. So this week may not come through for you the way you're anticipating. That's what I have for Leo. Let's get a couple rolls for you on the Astro Dice and get you a number. You have Pisces, Taurus, Aries. These people could be involved in your story this week when it comes to prosperity and stability. There could be a mother involved, a cousin, a neighbor, maybe somebody you work with. You have a Gemini, you have a Pisces, and a Cancer. Could be your mother. You could be the mother to somebody who would burn through your money. And so it could be that you need to hold tight on that, Leo. What do we have for Leo for the number for the next week? For them to keep a track of, if it talks to them, the number talks to them. What number will talk to the Leo, please, for the next week, from this Thursday to the next? You have 00. Yeah, it says that you'll be observant. So when you see like 00, now that couldn't actually apply to like 100, 200, whatever, put the number in front of it. But then you'll have to figure out, like do your own research, what it means when you add that number to it, the 00s, because usually it will give a different frequency accordingly to which number, like 2 is like unity. You have different ways, right, to look at the numbers together. So that's what I have for you, Leo. And I wish you the best. But remember, when things do take sometimes a detour, or they slow down or something like this, and it's meant for you, sometimes it is Spirit's way of saying, hey, listen, we're not going to let anyone get in the way of what is meant for, who it is they're protecting, right? That's what I'm seeing for you, though. Okay, so next we have Virgo. Virgo, the hard worker in the zodiac. What do we have for Virgo? What does this Thursday to next look like for stability and prosperity for the Virgos listening? Any placements they should identify with? Okay, so you're balancing things out and you're going to have a new start this week. You got 2 of Pentacles, the World, Virgo, and then you have 10 of Swords. So what is the 10 of Swords? The Wheel of Fortune. So is this because it's not? What is the Wheel of Fortune with the 10 of Swords? What is the 10 of Swords with the Wheel of Fortune, please? Okay, so there's some kind of stipulation coming with some kind of money you got coming, and it's going to feel like a sting. It's going to be a sharp truth. So it could be that there is like an interest, maybe you're borrowing money, or maybe there's a job that you're involved in, and this is an increase, but there's some stipulation to this. There's words that are involved here that are or legalese that are gonna trip you up and maybe make you they're gonna make you feel deceived. Okay, that is how it looks, yes. But you're gonna move fast on this. You're going to move fast in this. So I guess maybe they want you to sign at the dotted line quickly. We're not in a Mercury retrograde, so I don't think that would be a problem. But Virgo, this could be this week that you're told, listen, you take this offer or it's not going to be on the table. Something like this. Let me find out what the Chariot is, please. Thank you. You got really immature energies. This is a new beginning somewhere. I think you really are in love with the idea of what you're getting offered, but I think something in the legalese, something in the stipulations, I think ruffles your feathers. That's what I think. Let me find out what's the overall feeling this week with this offer, with this new beginning for the Virgos, the Lovers. This is a choice. So you're not like against the wall on this. So the Lovers come out. It's like you can decide yes or no on this. You don't. So I think it's hard for you to say no because you really want it. Let me find out more about the Lovers here. Yeah, King of Pentacles. I think you see this as a practical, reasonable decision to make, even though there are things you don't like, because you see it as taking you to the point of being King of Pentacles. This is growth. This is you finding your, so this is a serious decision this week for the Virgos when it comes to making some kind of a deal that is legal or verbally binding. So that's what I'm seeing. It doesn't have to be for every Virgo. You know, you can check your whole chart out, but that's what I'm seeing. So what is the clarifier on this entire week for the Virgos? 10 of Wands. It's going to be a burden week for you. It's going to be a burden week. You're not going to entirely be happy, but I think that to some level, this is what you hoped for, because we see the star here, Aquarius energy, and that resonates with the little hope that you have in your lantern when you are the Hermit. That is what I'm seeing. So you hoped for this. It's just not going to be as perfect, as sweet as you'd hoped. But this, out of two choices, may have been the one you selected. This week, it will be yours. What are the signs that Virgo needs to look to that could be a benefit or involved for this stability, prosperity? Okay, so we have balance. Libra, Sagittarius, Gemini. So yeah, you're going to be very balanced. You could be traveling. You could be communicating with somebody like short distance as well about this. What else do we have for Virgo? All placements. You have another Gemini, you have a Leo, and you have a Cancer. Could be that you have some good news you want to tell your mother, or you are a mother and you want to tell your children something good. Okay, so those are the energies. Let's see what for the next week does Virgo have. What does Virgo have by the number to look to when it comes to prosperity and stability? You have 10. You have number 10. That is Capricorn energy. So you might want to look at Capricorn too. But if you see the number 10 show up very often this week, that is speaking to you when it comes to your stability, your prosperity. I was going to say that reading might be inclusive to only a few or maybe one. I don't know. But the other way I would look at this is it could be like you get like an offer in the mail for a different credit rating, you know, like a credit card or like say they improve your interest rates, or you get another card to challenge the other one, or there could be something like this. You have to make a choice between, or it could be two jobs. It could be, you know, whatever opportunity it would be. This is something that leads to your stability, to your growth when it comes to being prudent with finances and or the roots in which you are laying where you live, right? So the placement of home, that kind of thing. So that is what I am seeing for you. And I wish you the best, Virgo. A Lady Marmalade is on now for anyone who needs that song. Who do we have next? We have Libra. Libra, you had a really good reading yesterday, all sevens. I would like to hear from the Libras if they feel they had a lucky streak hit them recently. I would like to hear from the Libras. For the Libras, what can we find out for this Thursday to next? How are the prosperity and stability aspects going to be for the Libra? Any placements for the next week, please? Six of Pentacles right out the gate. 10 of Wands. There is a burden when it comes to your money. I think that you are trying to reinvent yourself when it comes to your structure, your prosperity. I would say actually maybe your home and how you treat money and how you, because Six of Pentacles here indicates to me if you're overgiving to anyone, it shortens you. So you have like a practical approach, it looks like, into security for the future, but you are trying to be really cautious that you don't overgive, because you look like here, it's showing me that you're very giving. You're very altruistic with those that ask you for like a little extra here or there help they might ask. And you need to also look to your next plans, right? Your future. So this week, people might be coming at you and asking because they might see you've been lucky. Hey, Libra, we saw you had something coming, you know, and I don't know if I pulled that yesterday, that people would be trying to come at you and you had to be clever. I don't know. I saw that for someone. Might have been you or Capricorn. I'm not sure. But For the Six of Pentacles, can we find out more about this, please? Yeah, this could be somebody who would be considered a lover coming at you. So depending on who you are, right? You could have, you could be single, somebody who could be the type that, you're having a intimate relationship with, and maybe you're altruistic and you're giving, and this person may be all too quick to come and go and obviously take a coin here and there, right? Two of Wands. I see you looking like it's a burden to keep going that task, though. This is only for a week. I'm not supposed to be looking at romance, so I'm just going to say, I think that there could be somebody who would like to say, take what's not theirs from you. Not steal it, but just wait for you to be kind to them. That is what I'm seeing. The Chariot. You might be putting money into your car this week. You could be putting gas into your car and going on a light travel. You might be watching out for another car, like to buy a car, or how much is it going to cost to get to point A to point B in my car? So this week, it looks like you might have traveling going on. Yeah, if you're somebody who likes to travel during this time of year by car, I think this is something you love doing. I think, Libra, you might be looking into doing this, or you're thinking about purchasing a new car. So I think that you're right now kind of like on some kind of decision when it comes to a new car and or travels, like different locations. So this week, I think you're looking into spending money, but it doesn't look like you're taking up. You might be contacting travel agencies or something. Doesn't look like you're taking up on any kind of venture just yet. It looks like you're plotting. But you're sitting in the Nine of Pentacles. So you're doing really well, especially if you're single. What about the non-single? Two of Cups. You're in a soulmate connection if you're not. The Nine of Pentacles, and you and your honey, if you are with a honey, you're spending time indoors. You're not really going through your budget from what I can see. It doesn't look like you're spending money or, but I do think that you're still going to come in just like all the other Libras. I think that marriage is on the horizon. This isn't the channel for this, but I'm going to say this. If you're a Libra, you're here and you're hearing this, we have the Hierophant here. There could be a Taurus in your world, though. So yes, this person, if you are one of the connected Libras, you could be on your way to getting married. Let's just say that looks promising there. Let's get you a little energy output here, what we have for the next week. Who could be involved in the stability, prosperity for the Libras listening? We have double Virgo. So this is work. This is people at work, maybe. We have Sun energy, we have Leo. So that means that there's like happy moments this week. Happiness, warmth. Maybe shining the light on something you needed to see. You have Capricorn and double Pisces. So there's like some happy fish energy going on here. You might like to fish. Oh, wait. I said Capricorn. Now I'm seeing Virgo. I don't know. I think it did say Capricorn, but it could be Earth sign in general. So yes, you have very practical energy going on for you here this week. And as well, I think it could be work related. That's what I have for the Libra. Let's get the number for the next week that Libra may need when it comes to prosperity. 14, practical. Okay, that's a good number for you because that is Sagittarius energy. That's temperance. So I'm just remembering that everything that comes in, you need to just be very cautious about because you don't want to spend before you have more to fill your cup, right? Or fill the wallet, whatever it is, right? So taking things in stride. You're a balance sign. You know how to do that. And you had 777s going on, so I think you're doing well. But I wish you the best, Libra. Thanks for coming in. That puts us on to Scorpio. Scorpio, all placements. What can I find out for Scorpio when it comes to prosperity and to stability for the Scorpios listening? Any placements they should feel a connection with for their finances. You're coming out with a Death card. I almost always get somebody's card that belongs to the sign. It's almost like a clear indication that, yes, we're on the right track. So what I'm getting is young energy with the Page of Cups, Four of Swords. You're just beginning a renewal. of ending something that wasn't right for you in the finance and prosperity sector. Could be that you had to leave a home behind, a job behind, something like this. Let's find out more about this Four of Swords. For Scorpio, yes, you're healing something. You're healing something presently when it comes to your finances. Can I find out more about the star here on the Four Swords, the Chariot? So they're indicating it could be car related, but it also could be something. I hope it's not medical. I hope it's not an illness that is related to one of these signs here. What is the Chariot? Can I find out more about the Chariot for the Scorpio? Three of Wands. I think Scorpio is trying to resurrect a new home or the security to have one. And I think you're only one wand away. So you're like 75%. Can I get more on this Three of Wands? It looks like it's a home. Yeah, you are so in your head over it too. Can I find out more for Scorpio? Ten of Swords. There was some deceit that went on here. Someone betrayed you when it comes to your last home, maybe? Yes, you had a lover, a choice. You chose somebody who did you dirty, maybe? Yeah, somebody, we have Ace of Cups, somebody you were really in love with. You got a reading and you found out what they did. They really put conflict into your world, so they might have put you in. So I don't want to do a full-on reading. This is about this week, so let's get... I guess they wanted me to give you the backstory, so if this fits you, it does, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. So somebody who's Scorpio that was really done dirty is going to see some rewards, I think, for the good karma. I should say dharma. If they really play things by the book. Can I find out this week what are the rewards coming for Scorpio for going through this? You have strength. You're strong this week. You have justice coming for you. You have the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, so the courts are going to pay you. So whatever it is, something is coming in for you. Somebody may have done you dirty, and they risked your home. They took your money. This is like, it feels like money because Six of Pentacles, it's like the payout is coming and it's more in your favor than not. So this week, I think you're going to see some justice coming when it comes to your stability. Yeah, a new beginning, the world. What is the world for the Scorpios? Two of Pentacles. Yeah, you're increasing. You're going to be stabilizing and balancing out. Yeah. Can I get a clarifier for the Scorpio? The sun. I'm hearing Annie. You know the song, The Sun Will Come Out Tomorrow. You know that song. And I'm not somebody to listen to sing, so please. But Scorpio, things look good. I think that maybe the courts are going to contact you or something is going to happen where things are going to balance out and it's going to go in your favor this week. Okay? So let's get some energies for the Scorpio listening. We have Leo. We have Libra. We have Sagittarius. They could be involved. They could be the ones that are helping you get this balance corrected, this justice that is yours. You have another Sagittarius, you have a Cancer, and you have a Virgo. So it could be related to work. It could be your mother. You could be the mother of somebody. There could be travel involved here too. These could be people who've been working hard to get this justice for you. Okay, so for Scorpio, can I please get a number for the next week? For this Thursday to the next. You have 30. Scorpio, your number is 30. For the next week, if you see 30, that is indicative of your next week of prosperity and stability. It may be speaking directly to you. That is what I'm seeing for you, and be well. I wish you the best, Scorpio. Sagittarius, any and all placements. What do we have for the next week for Sagittarius? Thursday to Thursday. This one to next. You have the Hierophant. You have the Page of Cups. You have the Star, Five of Pentacles. Now, let me pull this together for a minute. So it may be talking directly to somebody who's already married, but it could be talking to somebody who plans to marry. I'm just going to say this. We have something healing here, but there has been much change when it comes to your finances. You've been healing it, and it could be if you're married or you're pursuing marriage, right? And so there is a change. What is this change? The Five of Pentacles. It's how you collaborate with others when it comes to spending and or creating money. Three of Pentacles. Kind of get more than Three of Pentacles. We got the Ten of Swords. Now we had the conflict prior. Well, actually not conflict, but the fives are not easy energy. So I don't think that Sagittarius is working well with others when it comes to money. Or they're feeling a sting, like, you know, did I just get cheated? This doesn't have to be in a relationship, but maybe it is affecting a relationship. So maybe making a decision could be something that affects the relationship, say a bad choice. Can I find out more? Ace of Wands, Eight of Pentacles. Enthusiastic energy, and when it comes to work, this is looking two different directions here. It's almost like you didn't see something happen, so the deceit may have been behind your back. So this week, I think you're working, and I think this is going to catch up to you. Let me find out. What is the Eight of Pentacles? This is kind of like looking at the Queen of Cups, your intuition. This is kind of looking at a bill and thinking that you signed up for X, Y, or Z, and the company has straight up cheated you. That's what this is. Let me find out more for Sagittarius. Okay, so now we have Six of Wands, and it's looking the direction. So your intuition is cluing you in. And I would say in the next week, you're going to find out just what it was, and you're going to get your just desserts in the right way. Six of Wands, it's like you're going to have a victory here over who it is or what it is that cheated you. This could have been commerce. I'm kind of feeling, but you could be somebody who, let's say, is in a marriage, or you're in a long-term commitment. So because the Taurian, it could be that it's saying it happened in Taurus season 2. Can I find out more about that Hierophant energy? Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, they were telling me that it was a coupled Sag. So the Nine of Pentacles come out saying that it is not a single Sag we're talking to. It is a coupled Sag. So is there anything different for the single Sag that they should be aware of for this week? Eight of Pentacles. The single Sag is going to be working. Eight of Pentacles, Emperor, and Two of Pentacles, balancing things out, working hard this week, clarifying with the Hangman, looking at things differently. Six of Pentacles at how they give and share what resources they have. So each Sag is going to be a little different. Okay, so the ones that are in commitment are going to recognize they've been somehow hoodwinked, or somebody did something on them, and it's going to work out in their favor. Somehow something's going to happen. Maybe this reading will help you look at things. I don't know. But the ones that are not in a commitment, if you're a Sag that prescribes to being single, then your work week is going to be very busy, and you're going to be looking at how it is that you give to others differently this next week. Let me get some energies for Sagittarius. I'm not even speaking English now. Okay, we're going to get some. Did you all hear that? I can't believe myself sometimes. Okay, so let's get you some energy on the dice for who could be involved in your story this week. We have Taurus, we have Pisces, we have Aries, we have Aquarius, we have Capricorn, and we have Cancer. What number should the Sagittarius look to for the next week, Thursday to Thursday, in lieu of their prosperity and security, stability? Number 2. So you're very balanced this week. 2 is unifying. I mean, it's like 2 people, 2 peas in a pod, 2 people seeing eye to eye, getting along, understanding, being cooperative with each other. That's what I see. Okay, I wish you the best, Sages. Capricorn, I think that's right? Capricorn, yeah, we have 3 more to go. Capricorn, what do we have for the next week, for this Thursday, today to next Thursday, for the Capricorns listening? Any placements, please? You have the Sun. You have the 9 of Pentacles. You have the 3 of Swords. Wow. Okay, well, let's find out what the 3 of Swords is. The 8 of Wands. Okay, there's a message that's going to come through when it comes to your finances that you're not going to like. It's going to be a sting. Okay, I'm getting that. The 9 of Pentacles is good energy, but it's also single energy, and we have the Fool on that. So you may not already be single. The Fool on top of the 9 of Pentacles tells me that you may become single, or it's going to switch up for you in some way. So you could end up in a relationship. Boom. You go from I'm single, and then the next day you're not. So this could be, if you know with the Sun here, it's going to be whichever is the opposite of what you are familiar with. So it's only going to apply to those of you that have been working into, say, the direction of becoming in a relationship. It's not going to happen like you just met somebody overnight and then boom, you're in it. Okay. So I'm not supposed to be reading on that part, but it might be affecting your finances. That's the reason why it's coming out. Can I find out more for Capricorn and this Fool, please? The Knight of Cups and the 7 of Pentacles. The 3 of Cups, you're celebrating something that you are investing in. You have some kind of a 3 of Swords event with the messages coming through. I think there's a choice this week when it comes to money. And if you make, this is kind of like a would-be the wrong choice kind of thing. So you'll need to really be in tune with yourself. This could be making the wrong choice out of 2 choices. Page of Swords and the Lovers. So what is the Page of Swords? 6 of Swords. Something that you tried to get away from. The Magician. You actually were trying to clear something, get judgment on something. What is the Lovers? 6 of Cups. There's soulmate energy on that. Okay, so let me find out. What is the 3 of Swords again, please? 2 of Pentacles. Is this making a clear decision? Can you tell me more about 2 of Pentacles? 8 of Swords, getting out of your head. Choosing 2 choices. Okay, so going back to the Lovers. 2 of Pentacles, you need to make a decision. So if you don't make a decision, you don't make the proper decision, I think that you know innately which way is the right way to choose. But if you take the wrong one, it will be 3 of Swords. Now, if this is love related, I think this is just a warning for the next week. Can I find out more? Page of Pentacles and 3 of Wands. Clarifying with the Hermit. An old song, Paul Simon, Love Me Like a Rock. Okay, that is for Capricorn. You are the earth, the goats. This song could be meaningful to you. I'm going to get some more clarifiers here. This is, I think it's hinged to some kind of a, yes, if you're a single, okay, if you're a single Capricorn, this affects you because we have the 9 of Pentacles here. 3 of Cups, something you're celebrating. 10 of Cups, about a happily ever after. It could be that you are getting into something serious, but you have to be really wise that you don't choose the wrong one because it might affect your finances. The 3 of Swords come out again with the Moon in reverse. So like a secret about somebody is going to come out. 2 of Swords, and you may have been blocking this from coming up. Like, you know how some people don't want to hear the bad because they're like, they think that it's going to manifest if they know the bad is out there. It's just being fully aware that there's potentials of things and people or things, but you do have a brand new beginning coming. And I am not supposed to be reading anything but your finances. So you have to, yes, you're working with somebody. Okay, so you have a new beginning, collaborating with somebody. Now this is love, but I think what this is saying here, the Three of Swords keeps coming out, how you collaborate with whatever entity, okay, be it a business or bank or person, you know, or employer, it could affect your love life. I think that's what they're telling me here to tell you. Now, that could be for the single people. I don't know about the people involved. I see Seven of Swords here. What is the Seven of Swords for the Capricorns? Wow, 10 of Swords and 7 of Pentacles. Almost like somebody take... Okay, so Capricorn, I'm not sure if this is going to apply, but this is only 1 week out. Just be cautious of anyone who is in your the comfortable circle that you keep, right? People who you go out and have drinks with, talk to, share with. I don't know that that's... What is the Seven of Swords? Okay, Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. Because see, the thing I was hearing just now, like in my mind, you know, my mind's ear, right? Clairaudience, whatnot. I was hearing that if you are in the middle of getting something started, like as far as taking, this is only 1 week out. So this isn't going to apply to probably anyone here. I don't know. But if you are, maybe prenup is something to think about, because we have like, what would be your mother? Somebody very attractive, somebody very witchy, that somebody they could take from you if, say, you tied the knot with them. So that's only like 1 week out. So, you know, like if you are on the precipices of getting married in the next week, but I don't think that's anybody here. But the story here may be just to be very cautious in the next week, because somebody could swindle you because you find them enticing. Somebody you would like to grow with, somebody you find very attractive. Yeah, just be very balanced. Be fair, okay? Be balanced. So I'm getting, don't make any rash, erratic decisions when it comes to what you share, your information as well as your actual finances. When it comes to, yeah, you're still healing something. When it comes to your home, when it comes to your stability, your prosperity, you're still healing something. So don't be fully engaged in conversations, I guess is what I'm saying, that relays things to people that aren't familiar with you already. So this is like people in this week that you don't really know. But as well, be cautious of those that you already know that are immature, because I had page energy there, that you might have in your circles as well. The immature would be somebody 25 and under, maybe. So depending on the person you're dealing with, I mean, we could have people in their 90s who act like they're pages, okay? So let's just be honest. So, you know, how you see them. If you see them as a mature person, then you know who we're talking about. And this might not affect every Capricorn or any Capricorn. So there's that. I'm going to get the energies that we could be dealing with the Capricorns. You have Leo, Scorpio twice. You have Leo again, you have Libra, and you have Cancer. Let's get you a number. For the next week, Thursday to Thursday, for Capricorn, any placements, what number will be linked to their prosperity and stability? We already got that one. Can we please get another? These are being little, the ones that are coming out are repeats, and I'm trying to give you your own. Kind of get another, please. I shouldn't have put them back. I really shouldn't have. They're trying to make comebacks on me here. 13 is your number. We did have Scorpio on the dice. 13, which does resonate with Scorpio. So a Scorpio person may be involved here for you in the next week, Capricorn. Thank you for listening, and I wish you the best. I hope this helped in some way. Hopefully nothing is pertinent that is heavy, but just know that anything that is needful and you already are aware of your story, if it touches on it, then that's just clarification. Okay, Aquarius, what do we have for you? Any placements, Aquarius, for Thursday to Thursday, when it comes to stability, when it comes to prosperity for Aquarius, please. 7 of Cups, 10 of Swords, the Emperor, the Chariot. Okay, so this week I see you looking at an employer as if he has deceived you. So it's like you were given, if this is work related, you weren't given what you felt was yours. Or, you know, what you felt you deserved. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Can I find out more? You're waiting and watching this week for something better to come in with this person. They gave you and delivered something that wasn't enough, or what they promised, what you anticipated. This week, the Knight of Cups. What is the Knight of Cups? And the Chariot. What is the Chariot? Okay. Okay, this is kind of cautionary. If you have a boss who's been trying to do something with you that they shouldn't, beware of that. Okay, that's just for 1 or 2 of you. You have the Ace of Wands here. And the High Priestess. Aquarius, the Chariot. What is this Chariot for Aquarius this week? This has to do with you going, it's like you're going back and you're looking to make sure nothing's missing. You know that kind of feeling where you're kind of like scrambling, like, where did it go? I know there was more here. You know, like if you like lose like something and you're like, there's more to it. It's like you feel like you were shortchanged. And you're going back to it. This week you could as well be going back to the dealer who sold you a lemon car. That is for one or so Aquarius is here. Not, I mean, this week you are in, let's say, mini Empress mode here with the Queen of Pentacles. She is like the Empress energy. She's the one who can give, you know, give life, right? I'm getting pretty balanced here. At the same time, I'm getting that you feel shortchanged by someone. Can I find out more about the 7 of Cups here? Okay, so some Aquariuses might have started a job and this is going to be the week that they get their new pay, their first check, or they are leaving because this person. So this week could be a changer on some of you. You have the full energy. I think that something is changing when it comes to your work life. I don't think that you're getting what you want out of this. I think that you have decided that you are the one that grows things and you're the nurturer, the mature one here. There's an Emperor who has given you 7 of Cups. They've given you something that is like, it's purely like imaginary. It's like they're giving you a song and dance, like, look, I've paid you well, you know, you got everything, it's all right there. And you're finding in your cups, you know, you got snakes and you got, you know, just tricks like Jack in the Boxes, you know, things that shouldn't be what you consider to be there for your practical purposes, right? And you recognize that you are practical and you are the creative one there, not your boss. So yes, 8 of Pentacles. I don't know if this week you decide you want to work for yourself. We have full energy. Something new is starting this week, and I do see you working. This could be a new job you're starting. It could be that you're told that you can start a new project. Maybe you were thinking about staying the course with this person and co-opting some kind of company or working with them, you know, partnering. Maybe you realize this week that you're going to go it alone. Can I find out more about the Queen of Pentacles? You got the 8 of Swords on that one. Strength. So your finances, you're coming out strong. Can I find out more about the Queen of Pentacles? Okay, so I think I'm talking to the single Aquariuses. The 9 of Pentacles come out. You're looking really solid. Okay. You're getting your victory. If you're a single Aquarius, if you're not, can I find out more for the next week for the ones that aren't single? Queen of Wands, 10 of Cups, Judgment. What is Judgment? The Magician. And what is 10 of Cups? 2 of Cups. Okay, you're manifesting some kind of a new beginning, something that you feel that you are worthy of. Okay, so your finances, if you're coupled, okay, have been stalled because there's some kind of block on them. 2 of Swords this week, I don't know, but it looks like something is going to change this week maybe. You have the 3 of Cups celebration. Can I find out more with that? We just lost the card. And just a minute, I have to go hunting. It actually spit itself out and it went under the bench. What one is this? Dang it. You got the 2 of Wands. Okay, so the 2 of Wands, looking forward, not backward. Okay, so what I'm getting here is that you're going to start building, you're strengthening, you're solidifying. I think that whatever your mechanism of security, stability is, you're celebrating because it's starting to take hold. Yeah, you got 2 and 2. 2 of Cups, 2. There was a choice that you made that might have released a trigger. The Lover's card here. There is a choice, I think, that this week you make that is going to change. You're being protected against what is for you. So something has been blocking this. I don't know if somebody used magic to block you on receiving. Yeah, that somebody brought some conflict into your finances. Empress, you're growing this week. So there should be some good news, Aquarius. If you're in a couple, the 3 of Cups here, the Empress, there should be good news this week. So I don't know to what level. I don't know how extreme it's going to be, but let me know, okay? Because it looks good. It looks like you're making a bold choice in some kind of a, maybe you have recognized where somebody played with your energy and you're able to unmask it and rectify it, and it makes a quick return. But what is yours is supposed to be yours. That's what I'm seeing. Let me get you some energy, Aquarius. Aquarius, what do we have for the energies for this week, for Thursday to Thursday, on prosperity and stability for Aquarius? Any placements? Taurus, Sagittarius, Leo, any of these people can be involved. These energies, these timings can be involved. And we have Gemini, Sagittarius, and Libra. Travel could be in store this week too. What number for Aquarius do we have to look forward towards this week for prosperity and stability? 55, yes. You are evolving. This is 55, which is a double 5, which is change and change. I think whatever it is that's been blocking you, you're going to change that quickly. It looks good. Let me know how it works out for you. Okay, so lastly, we have Pisces. Pisces, all or any placements. What do we have from this Thursday to next for stability and prosperity for the Pisces? You have 6s and then you have a 5. Okay, so that number could mean something to you, 665, which it's telling me like you're like so close you can taste it, but it's just not there yet. So this week you have 6 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups, and the 5 of Wands here so far. What I see is that you may be giving, and because you're giving, it is putting you in, say, a lack mindset maybe. What is this 5 of Wands? Knight of Pentacles, things are coming in slow for you this week. So to make up what it is that you're giving away or you're having to pay out. Okay, so this could also be the bills, right? Or, you know, the overhead of a company, whatever it is for you this week, right? It's not coming in as fast as it's going out. You have too many hands out here that, yeah, it's slipping through your fingers. Chariot energy could be your car repairs, the gas money in the car. Any of these could be possible. Can I get more on the Chariot, please? 9 of Cups. So the car itself could be your wish fulfillment. Maybe your wish fulfillment is costing you money and it's taking time to replenish. You're having to be strong. Long shot is that it could take until Leo season for this to turn around for you. Yeah, there is something about the moon. There's some kind of burden with the moon here that you're not aware of. I think it's going to shake out in a little while, but this week you're going to be in your head about this maybe. Can I find out more for the Pisces, please? The sun. Yeah, Leo season's prominent here. There's going to be a light shine on something about an apology. Somebody deceived you, and that could be Pisces. Three of Swords as well. That could be this week. You aren't yet going to see things because you are being blocked from progress. So it's like that, so close you can taste it where we started out. So the Two of Swords, something is blocking your financial flow this week. Can I get a clarification on this, please? Yeah, I think it's a boss. I think it could be a boss. Somebody is either not giving you the hours you need, the money you need, you know, like they're not paying you enough. There is some kind of a hiccup in getting payment. I don't know. I don't think we have Mercury retrograde going. Let me get the energies you have, Pisces, to look towards that could be involved here. Taurus, Sagittarius, another Pisces, perhaps. Virgo, another Pisces, and a Leo. This could be you. Could be something you did or chose during your birthday season. I'm not sure. I don't know your story, but it could be something that is linked back to your solar return. Let's get the number that will identify for the next week for the Pisces when it comes to their stability and the prosperity. Number 24. You are generous. I think that is the ultimate issue with you. I think you might be too generous, Pisces. I think that you need to maybe look at who you're giving to, how much, and how slow the replenishment is that comes back for you, because you're not putting you first, maybe. That is what I'm getting. I am going to look for the questions. Okay, it's just going to be a minute. My machine is taking me on I don't know if any of you deal with that, but sometimes they have minds of their own. It's because of augmented, you know, something or rather, right? Okay, so we're going to start with the answers for the people who showed up yesterday and they weren't able to make it to the chat session. Let me give a couple. Okay, Suman and Delaney are the first two. And Suman, I haven't seen you for a while, so I'm going to go ahead and get you going right now. Thank you, everyone who has shown up, subscribed, and liked. I appreciate you all. This is 𝖩àyeRteЛlic Tarot. If you are just getting here, I appreciate you coming here. Card fell out. You have the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment, Suman. You win a general. So far, your wish fulfillment is at play here. The Nine of Cups, pretty nice card to come out first thing. Ace of Pentacles, new beginning when it comes to money. It's going to shake you up. It is the Tower. I think it's going to shock you. 10 of Pentacles, how well you're going to come out. With that wish fulfillment coming out, this is like, I feel that considering today, I started out with this being the financial stability, right? And prosperity reading. I think you're going to do really well when it comes to, and it's going to shock you. It is going to be more plentiful than you think. So this is like a 777 kind of day for this reading for you, Simon. Things are looking good. Your stability, your security, a new You manifested this, the Magician. Yeah, a new era for you. Definitely. Let me know how it goes. I think it looks really, really good. It's like justice has come for you. It could be that somebody has ruled in your favor in court and you're getting something you're waiting on. But it is also maybe a new beginning with that Ace of Coins. It's like, here, this is a brand new beginning, and we're going to keep on plugging the piggy bank until it explodes. And you have the Tower, and there it explodes. That is your Sunman. Thank you for your patience with me, and I wish you the very best. I hope this was helpful. Now I have to try to find out what happened to Delaney. I think that hers was a general, so I just might go by memory. I did not leave the... There we go. Now I've hearted it. Okay. I was trying to get it so that it would not disappear on me. Okay, so general reading for Delaney. Can I get a general reading for Delaney, please? You have the 10 of Cups. So you have the 10 of Cups, and Sunman had the 9 of Cups that threw themselves out. So you have complete fulfillment and happiness here. 10 of Cups energy. Can I find out more for Delaney, please, for general? The Star. Your healing. And I forget if that's your moon or your Venus. I think it's your Venus. 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, you're healing your finances. 10 of Pentacles, you're solid. You are manifesting your legacy. 2 majors here, 3 majors here. You're balancing out. This is about finances, but I think that love is coming into play too. 2 of Wands, I think that you and your honey, I think the 2 of you may be making a home together soon. You're meeting each other halfway soon. You're ready. 6 of Swords, yes, to come towards each other. That's what I'm seeing. This is definitely balancing out. So anything in tied up in court, maybe the house situation, these things could actually turn around for you very soon. You're very intuitive with the High Priest. 7 of Pentacles. Yes, you're established and you're growing. You're collaborating well. Hierophant, marriage is in store for you. Something about the Hierophant energy. I think marriage could be in store for you. That is what I'm seeing. I won't mess that up, but it does look very promising. So you always get really good readings. That you were very diligent and you work really hard. So I think that's a lot of it. But yeah, it does look good. I won't muck it up. So that is yours, Delaney. Be well, and thank you for all of the support you bring. Cherry, I think you're next. And Jeffrey, thank you for coming by. You didn't ask me anything. I think Carrie and Cherry did. Let me just check. Okay, Cherry asked me something and I gotta find her. For Carrie, how will the finances look for the rest of the year for her? How will her finances look for the rest of the year for Carrie? Queen of Wands. You have Death, King of Pentacles, and the 2 of Pentacles. What is the Death here? What is this? Is the timing? Is Death about November, December, or October, November, I mean? Okay, I'm going to pull out a card. I'm going to ask for the next few months for Carrie, for her finances for the rest of the year. We're going to look at this by month real quick. We're going to do it that way. For Carrie, please. Okay, it's a work in progress, especially when it comes to your mother situation. So that's like maybe waiting on your daughter to receive um, the stuff that we talk about, right? From the place that's overhead, okay? That would give you the benefits. So there is something to be said that you're going to be waiting till maybe October, November on that, maybe, or I don't know yet, but it's in the works. I'm seeing that. Okay, so let's see. We're going to go for Carrie. Start with June. June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. This doesn't look bad. I'm going to say this. I hope this is true. I hope this works out for you. So next month, it's going to be a little undiscerning. You know, you're going to have some kind of secret, something unknown, something vague. The moon. I'll get clarification there for the moon. Yeah, it's going to be conflict. So it's like nothing is clear cut. Nothing is going to be easy to discern. I did not count this month because this month is probably something you're already aware of to some level. And we can also do that by questions if we need to. But we're going from June to December here. You have the world coming in July. Okay. So what is the world for Carrie in July? The Knight of Wands. What is Knight of Wands? I think you're going to be financially in the hands of somebody across the planet. Literally, I think that you're going to be looking at things from afar. So you may be not right where you usually do your business. You may be with your person. So you'll be in a different location. So things are going to feel myopic. They're going to feel far away, out of touch, out of reach. But at the same time, you're going to be protected. You're going to feel, you know, you're in good hands, right? Things may be making a change, a new beginning here. There's going to be new ways you're going to see things in July. The Queen of Cups, what is the Queen of Cups? This is intuition for August. Ten of Cups, your happily ever after is showing itself to you in August. What is the Ten of Cups? The Star. So your finances are healing in August. You're going to be recognizing in August there's some healing going on with your finances. Justice is coming in. I would gather to believe this could mean that what you're waiting on is coming. September. But there is a Two of Swords. So there is something that might stall it. Somebody could be playing in your energy. I don't know yet. Let's find out what this Two of Swords is. Yeah. You might want to make sure that you work on not letting anyone get in the way with your energy. Because the Two of Swords showed up. It could be that there's just a minor hiccup. You might want to look into Mercury retrograde for September. There might be one. But I think there could be a Pisces at play here. Pisces involved. King of Pentacles. You will be in September. It looks like receiving either. Notice that it's all coming in. It's going to be yours. And again, I think this has to do with your daughter too. You and your daughter both. September looks really good. I think it could very well be the one that you've been waiting on. That particular. Ten of Pentacles is legacy. That's October. Queen of Wands. So going from Scorpio to Sagittarius time, I think your legacy could be coming in. This could be related to your Sag as well, so I'm not going to go there on that. But you do have justice, so I think the courts are going to, you know, weigh things in your favor. November is the King of Wands for Carrie. Six of Swords, you're traveling across waters. And Ten of Swords, there might be some kind of a deceit that you run across. Let's find out more about that Ten of Swords. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, I think that something is going to hiccup or go slow when it comes to money. It's going to feel very like a betrayal. It could be your country. You know, it could be something about moving if you do, or there could be some kind of bylaw changed or something about this. Especially if it's like month to month, it's not like a big lump thing. There could be a change in the legalese on that. I don't know. I'm just kind of guessing what this could mean. It doesn't have to be. So in November, there could be something that is not going to be totally satisfying, but yet you look secure. Okay, I'm going to say that. In December, the Two of Pentacles, what do we have in December? The Two of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. So you might be waiting. September, October, November may be the time that you get notice and or a lump sum, but the monthly doesn't start showing until maybe December, because we have Ace of Pentacles. And it could be that you're told that you have to live within a certain region, or I don't know what, but things look like they're going to increasingly get better. This is all really nice. That's what I see for you, Carrie. You may need to keep this video and timestamp it so you'll remember where to hear your stuff here. And I hope that it does turn out for you. I wish you the best. Let's get clarification for you on that. Three of Pentacles. Yeah, you're working with others when it comes to, you're collaborating when it comes to receiving. I'll get you a number card on this. You got 66. I am positive. It's a reminder to stay positive. This is all happening for you, not to you. Everything that happens is going to happen for you. That is what I'm seeing for you, Carrie. And Soonman I read for, and I think I have Cherry, and I'm going to check to see if anyone else is out there. So what is coming towards me in the near future? You're welcome, Cherry, and thank you so much for the support you bring. I appreciate you. Cherry wants to know what is going to come in the near future for Cherry. What is going to come in the near future for Cherry? The Knight of Pentacles. It's slow-moving money, but it is moving into 10 of Pentacles, legacy. Hangman, you're going to have to look at this differently than you thought you would. And so it could be that you have a lot more to manage than you thought you would have to. Seven of Pentacles. You're asking me near future. Looks to me like you might have to fend off anyone who would try to take or insult or I don't know. This looks like you have a huge responsibility, and it's the legacy in the family, and or you're handed a nice sizable amount, which gives you your own legacy, and you're having to tell others, you know, hey, listen, back off. This is mine, and I already have plans for this, and I'm not going to. So somebody who would want to take from you and or destroy your the value in which is given to you. So it's not giving will, it's kind of giving you have your own, maybe because you have a family business, maybe they're giving you part of it, like a, I don't know about a share, because it might not be like that, but it could be that you have a sibling or somebody coming in that would like to, maybe an ex, I don't know. There's somebody you have to defend it towards. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles, because you worked really hard to get to the point you get to, and you're deserving of this. Can I find out more? The Magician. So yeah, you have been manifesting a legacy, right? And you have pushed away anyone who is undeserving to be part of this legacy. Two of Wands, additionally, in the energy. High Priestess. Somebody is getting readings on you who may be a twin. Eight of Wands. There could be messages coming in from you. This is additional information. It's not related to your legacy. Four of Pentacles. Somebody's stuck on finding you, and they're looking for you through readers. They're waiting for the moment that the two of you meet, I think, because the Six of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. I mean, not Six of Pentacles. Six of Wands. Okay, that's you getting your flowers, your just desserts, your victory. And the Ace of Cups, somebody wanting to bring you their cup of love. So yeah, in the future, when can that be? Knight of Cups. Could be as soon as Cancer season, your birthday season. Find out more. Strength, and moving into maybe a Leo season. So just be strong. This person is looking into you, and they're getting readings on you. They have two wands. They have an Ace of Cups. This is somebody who wants to build with you. This is ostensibly your divine counterpart. And this could be someone who has been looking for the direction to go. And maybe they are the person I was reading on prior. I mean, if they are, they're healing and they're moving forward, and they just want to know what direction to go, and they're looking for you as their North Star. So they're asking the reader, well, where is she? How can I find her? So this is somebody that is doing that. And so you have two different things going on. You have one thing with your legacy coming in. You have to have everyone stand back and let you commandeer that, because that has been given to you, and or you have earned it. And whatever the case may be, you need to make sure they stand back, right? Call in your energy, keep yourself protected, because there might be somebody trying to put their fingers into your legacy. I mean, but if it's like a home or something like that, or it will be, you need to really, really protect it. So the 7 of Wands is speaking there. That's what I see for you, Cherry. Thank you for all the support you bring. And I hope things work out for you and wish you the best. I'm going to go back and check to see if I missed any questions. So the song playing for you right now, Cherry, it's an oldie by Sweet called Driver's Seat. You are now in the driver's seat. So you getting that legacy, it's showing that you're a power player in some modality, and you need to wear it with pride and restrict those that would try to take it from you. So I think that could be it. Somebody might be jealous in the family or somewhere, and maybe an ex. Okay. And Carrie says, hello. Okay, I'll go ahead and read this offline then. I think I caught up with everyone. Thank you, everyone who is liked, shared, subscribed. This is Lucky Girl Tarot. I appreciate you all. I hope that something I have left here can actually benefit you in some way. And let me know if you like this installment, if you'd like to return to this like on a weekly thing. Let me know how you feel about it. I'm going to look to the comments about what days would be good for opening a chat. I'm going to restrict my enabled chat for a while to Lucky Girl. So if you belong to my other channel that I run called Cosmic Sage, I will be resuming the videos there, the live streams, but they will be not enabled chat for a little while. I'm going to fill that out. We'll see what happens. But it's going to be hit and miss what I do and how I do it. And I'm also implementing plans to get camera back on line 2. I do appreciate everyone for your support and your patience with me and the channels that I am trying to keep going. With the platform changing as it is, that's the other thing. The notification bells, those don't work. And I'm not the only one. Also, there are some people who have commented about small channels struggling, and it isn't a joke. They are. So anything you can do to help get the algorithm built up, I so much appreciate. I can't tell you. And I feel that good energy will come your way if you help us, because I'm here for altruistic reasons. I'm obviously not taking any money. So therefore, if you like my vibe and this channel and the other channels have been helpful to you in any way, maybe you'll think about helping the algorithm grow if you haven't yet, or you just tepidly have. I really need us to heat it up, because they're making it harder, and these channels are going to fade off. Pretty soon it's going to be AI. Yeah, that kind of slop. Okay. And it's going to be a less and less. And also it's going to be pay only, pay for, view, OnlyFans, people who pay for every video and or a monthly fee. And you're not getting that with me. So hopefully there are people out here who still appreciate that, because I have been painstakingly putting my own energy, my own what it is funds that I do into bringing what content I do, and no, not everyone appreciates it. If you don't, this place is not for you. None of my places are, and please leave. And I appreciate that as well, because if you'd like to go pay somewhere and get something that is for pay, that is your thing. Okay, so I am just going to say again that those that are high vibration are most appreciated here, and I'm going to leave that there. So we are looking at Cosmic Sage being the next spot, unless something happens between now and I'm kind of thinking that I'm going to just do a couple here, a couple there, if you get my meaning. And so I hope that those that had personal questions were able to discern what I gave them for their answers. And I wish you all the greatest benefits of the next week that Thor can bring you. Jupiter, that is. Be well, everyone. Lucky Girl Tarot, I'm out for now. Be well and stay safe and healthy. High frequency to everyone.